My beloved child, come close to me now, for I have waited for this moment with a tenderness deeper than the oceans and older than the stars. I speak to you not from a distance, but from within the very breath that fills your lungs, from within the quiet places of your heart that no one else can enter. You have searched for me in so many places, through years, through joys, through heartaches, and yet all this time I have been right here, speaking softly, waiting gently, hoping for the moment you would pause long enough to hear me. Today I draw near with a message meant only for you, spoken in love so deep and gentle that you will feel it like warm sunlight resting on your shoulders. My child, listen, you are not forgotten. I know at times you have wondered if I still see you. I know there have been evenings when you sat quietly alone, perhaps in your chair or on the edge of your bed, and you whispered into the silence, Lord, are you still there? Do you still remember me? And though others may not have answered, I did. I have been answering you in ways you did not always recognize, in the peace that came to your heart when you didn't understand why, in the strength that held you up when you thought you would fall, in the unexpected kindness of someone who crossed your path at just the right moment. These were my whispers. These were my reminders that you are still loved, still held, still precious. I call you my child, because you truly are mine. I shaped you with care, watched over you long before your first breath, and placed within you a heart capable of deep love and great courage. Even when the years have been heavy, even when changes have made life feel unfamiliar or uncertain, you have remained my treasure. You may think your best days are behind you, but I, your God, say otherwise. Your spirit is still growing, still rising, still being shaped for eternal things. There is more for you. There is more I wish to give you, more I wish to show you, more I am preparing within you. So let me begin this message with the truth your heart needs most. You are not alone. You have never been alone, not for a single moment, not for a single breath. Even when you felt abandoned, I was beside you. Even when you felt unseen, I was watching over you. Even when you felt unloved, my love surrounded you like a blanket you could not feel, but which kept you warm in the cold nights of your soul. I want you to hear me clearly now. Your life still has meaning, your presence still matters, and your prayers still rise to my throne with the same power and beauty they always have. My child, you have come through so much. I have seen the wounds you carry quietly within you. Some of them you speak of to others, but there are deeper ones, the silent ones, the ones you keep hidden, the ones you fear no one would understand. I understand them all. I have heard every unspoken thought, felt every quiet ache. You have been stronger than you know. You have walked through seasons that would have broken many others, and yet here you are still seeking me, still listening, still hoping. That alone is a sign of the faith I have placed within you, a faith that cannot be destroyed. Today I am calling you to rest in my presence. I am calling your heart to settle, your fears to quiet, your spirit to breathe. Let this moment be a sanctuary, a peaceful place where you and I speak heart to heart. There is no judgment here, no anger, no disappointment, only my love, stretching wide enough to hold every part of you. Bring your memories, your regrets, your questions, your worries, your joys. Bring the weight of your years and the tenderness of your heart. I receive it all with compassion. You may wonder why I speak to you now with such urgency, such gentleness, such clarity. It is because I see what you are facing, what you are carrying, and what you need most in this hour. I see the places where your strength has been fading. I see the moments when you try to be brave, but feel a quiet trembling inside. I see the times you smile for others, while your own heart feels tired. And I want you to know, you do not have to carry everything alone anymore. I am inviting you to place your burdens into my hands, for my hands are strong enough to hold what has been too heavy for you. My child, I have a message for you today, one that carries both promise and warning, comfort and awakening. But before I speak the deeper things, I want you to feel the steady warmth of my love. I want you to know that all I say comes from a heart that longs for your good, a heart that has never stopped caring for you. There is nothing in my words meant to frighten or discourage you. I speak to lift you, to guide you, to bring you into a place of blessing and peace. You see, many of my children live unaware of how close I truly am. They look at their age, their struggles, their past mistakes, and they think, God must surely be disappointed with me. But hear me, I have never measured you by your failures. I have measured you by my love. I have never watched you with anger. I have watched you with compassion. I have never turned away from you. I have always been near, especially in the moments you felt unworthy. And now, my child, I want you to prepare your heart to receive what I will share with you in this message. It is a message that can bless you, protect you, strengthen you, and bring healing into the places that still ache. But it is also a message that requires your attention, your openness, your willingness to listen, not with your ears alone, but with your spirit. For the truth I bring is meant for your heart, not just your mind. And once you receive it, it will begin to change the way you walk, the way you hope, the way you trust, the way you see your life. So listen closely. Let my words settle deep within you like seeds planted in soft soil. I am speaking to you now because I love you too much to let you walk blindly, too much to let you drift away from the blessings I long to give you, too much to let you lose what I have prepared for your life. There are blessings still coming, yes, even now, even in this season of your life. But you must walk with me. You must listen to me. For if you ignore my voice, if you turn away from my guidance, if you close your heart to the prompting of my spirit, then the blessings meant for you may slip away like water through open fingers. I do not say this to frighten you, my child. I say it because it is true, and I want you to have everything I have prepared for you. I want your final years to be filled with peace, strength, clarity, and purpose. I want your days to end not with regret, but with joy. I want your heart to rest securely in my promises. So come, walk with me through this message. Let us begin gently, lovingly, step by step. And as we move forward, I will show you things that will bring light to your path, healing to your heart, and renewed hope to your spirit. Stay with me, listen. My next words will take you deeper into the reflection your soul has been waiting for. And now, my child, let us continue together, and as you continue to listen, my child, I invite you to let your heart open a little more, like a window that has long been closed, but now feels a gentle breeze pushing against it. You do not need to force anything. Simply breathe and allow my presence to settle around you. For I am walking with you now, step by step, speaking into the quiet places of your soul that have waited for so long to be understood. You have carried many things alone, and this moment, this sacred pause is where I begin to lift those weights from you. You see, life has a way of shaping the heart. Every joy adds color, every sorrow adds depth, every loss creates space for compassion, every struggle teaches strength. You have lived enough years to see how seasons change, how people change, how your own heart has changed. But what you may not realize is that I have been shaping you through all of it, carefully, patiently, lovingly. Even the moments that brought tears to your eyes were not wasted. They softened your heart. They taught you wisdom. They drew you closer to me. You may think you simply survived certain seasons, but the truth is deeper. You grew in ways you could not see at the time. So let us reflect together now, my child, not with regret, but with gentle understanding. Look back for a moment, not to dwell on what was lost, but to see how my hand was present even then. Think of the times when you did not know how you would continue, when you lay awake wondering how things would ever get better, when your heart felt stretched beyond its strength. You may not have realized it in those moments, but I was there, holding you through every silent night. I was the one who gave you just enough hope to rise again the next morning. I was the one who placed unexpected comfort along your path, a phone call, a memory, a moment of peace, a small gift of courage. These were not accidents. These were my fingerprints on your life, and I know that as you look back, you also see moments you wish had been different, words you regret, decisions you wish you could change, people you loved who slipped away, opportunities you feel you missed. But my child, let me speak this softly into your heart. Nothing in your life is beyond my ability to redeem. There is no chapter that cannot be touched by my mercy, no mistake that cannot be washed in my grace, no wound too deep for me to heal. You are not defined by what you did or failed to do. You are defined by my love, which has followed you every day of your life. Yes, there were times when you strayed from me, even without realizing it. Times when worry took my place in your heart. Times when fear became louder than faith. Times when you leaned on your own strength and felt it crumble. But even in those times, I did not withdraw my love from you. I did not turn my face away. I watched over you with the tenderness of a father who refuses to give up on his child. I waited for the moment your heart would turn back toward me, even in the smallest way, even in a quiet sigh that said, "Lord, help me." And every time you whispered those words, I came running to you with compassion. You may not always feel worthy of my love, but worthiness was never the measure I used. I love you because you are mine, not because you have been perfect, not because you have always understood, not because you have always prayed as you should. I love you because I created you, because you carry my image, because there is something within you that only I could have placed there, a spark of my own light. That spark has flickered through storms, yes, but it has never gone out. Even now, as you listen to these words, that spark glows brighter, because my voice awakens what has been resting within you. Let me ask you something gently. When was the last time you truly allowed yourself to rest in my love? Not to simply believe I exist, not to simply pray out of habit, but to relax your heart in my presence as a child resting in a parent's arms. My child, many of my sons and daughters know me with their minds, but they do not let their hearts feel me. They invite me into their thoughts but keep me far from their wounds. But I did not create you only for understanding. I created you for relationship. I desire closeness, not distance. I desire your trust, not your fear. I desire your heart, not just your words. And so today, I am calling you gently to reconnect with me on a deeper level, not through effort, but through surrender. Let go of the anxiety you have been carrying. Let go of the guilt that still weighs on you. Let go of the belief that you must be strong all the time. You do not. I am your strength. I always have been. And the moments when you felt weakest were often the moments when my strength carried you without your knowing. Let us reflect also on the people who have touched your life, the ones who loved you, the ones who hurt you, the ones you had to let go of though it broke your heart. Every relationship has shaped you in some way. Some brought joy that warmed your spirit. Others brought pain that taught you compassion. Some stayed, some left, some changed, some returned, and some departed from this world before you were ready. And oh, my child, I saw every tear you shed in those moments. I held each one as if it were a precious gem. Not one of them was unnoticed. There are people whose absence still aches within you, even after many years. You think of them quietly, sometimes in the stillness of the night, sometimes while looking through old memories, sometimes when a familiar scent or song reminds you of them. And sometimes you wonder, Lord, why did you take them? Why so soon? My child, I know those questions. I know the ache behind them, and though I may not answer every question now, I want you to know this. I did not take them from you. I received them into my arms. They are safe with me. They are whole. They are filled with joy beyond anything you can imagine. And one day, when your time comes, you will see them again, not as memories, but as living, shining souls rejoicing in my presence. Your life has not been easy, but it has been meaningful. You may not realize how many hearts you have touched simply by being who you are. Sometimes you underestimate the quiet influence of your kindness, your patience, your prayers, your endurance. You think you have not done enough, but I see everything. I see the countless ways you brought light into the world without even knowing it. I see the sacrifices you made. I see the burdens you carried for others. I see the prayers you whispered in the dark. I see the forgiveness you offered even when it was hard. These things matter more than you know. They echo in eternity. And now, my child, reflect on this truth. You are still growing. You may think your journey is winding down, but in my eyes, you are entering a season of spiritual richness, a season where you will know me more deeply than ever before. The wisdom of your years, the tenderness of your heart, the stories you carry, all of these are treasures I have shaped within you. And now I am asking you to walk into the remaining chapters of your life with renewed hope, with deeper faith, and with a spirit open to my guidance. For there is something more I must tell you, something important, something that will guide your steps and protect your blessings. So let your heart stay open, my child, for the next words I speak will lift you into a place of strength and encouragement you have been longing for. And now, my beloved child, as your heart opens gently to the reflections we have shared, I want you to feel a new strength rising within you, a quiet but steady strength that comes not from your body, not from your circumstances, but from my presence with you. For I am here, closer than your thoughts, closer than the pulse beneath your skin, and I am lifting you tenderly into a place of peace you have longed for. Let my words now wrap around you like a warm blanket, softening the worries, soothing the fears, and reminding you of the hope that has never left you, not for a single moment. You have walked through valleys that seemed too deep, storms that felt too fierce, nights that felt too long. Yet here you are, listening to me, breathing still, living still, hoping still. My child, do you realize how strong you truly are? Not strong in the world's way, not strong because you never cry, not strong because you never falter, but strong because you have risen again and again despite everything that tried to break you. Strong because your heart still seeks good. Strong because your faith, even when trembling, continued to whisper my name. Strong because you chose love even when life gave you reasons to choose bitterness. This strength is a gift I placed in you long ago, and it is still growing. It has not reached its end. You are not finished. You are not done becoming who I created you to be. Even now, in this very season of your life, you are being shaped, refined, deepened. The years have not weakened your spirit. They have strengthened it. Do not believe the lie that your purpose is behind you. No, my child, your purpose is still unfolding, and your presence in this world still carries weight. You still matter to me, to others, and to the story I am writing through your life. Hear me now with a calm and trusting heart. I am not finished blessing you. I am not finished guiding you. I am not finished using you to bring light into places where darkness has lingered. I am not finished speaking through you to the hearts that still look to you for wisdom, comfort, and love. The world may not always notice the quiet strength you carry, but I notice, and I am proud of you, more proud than you can comprehend. So let me encourage you, my child. Let me lift you with my words like gentle hands that steady a weary soul. You are doing better than you think. You may see your flaws, but I see your faith. You may feel tired, but I see your endurance. You may feel unnoticed, but I see every act of love you give. You may feel small, but you carry a light that reaches farther than you know. When you worry about the future, remember, I have already stepped into the days ahead of you. Nothing you will face is unknown to me. I am already making a way where there seems to be no way. I am already preparing the help you will need, the strength you will require, the comfort you will depend on. You are not walking into darkness. You are walking into my plan, and I will walk with you every step. When you feel alone, remember, I am with you even when the room is quiet and the house feels empty. I sit beside you in the silence. I surround you when tears fall. I listen to every word you whisper, even the ones spoken only in your heart. You may not see me with your eyes, but my presence is real, steady, constant, unchanging. When you feel uncertain, remember, I am your wisdom, I am your guide. You do not need to have all the answers. You only need to stay close to me, and I will show you the way. I will open the right doors. I will close the wrong ones. I will protect you from paths that would harm you, even if you do not understand my redirection at first. Trust that my plans are always for your good. When you feel weak, remember, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You do not disappoint me when you are tired. You do not fail me when you tremble. You are not less loved when you feel afraid. Your weakness draws me nearer, not farther. It gives me room to hold you. It gives me space to show you how deeply I care for you. And when you feel like you have nothing left to give, remember, I am your source. You do not pour from your own strength. You pour from mine. Every kind word you speak, every prayer you offer, every moment of love you share flows from the well of my spirit within you. And that well will not run dry. Not now, not ever. My child, so many of my sons and daughters live with fear. Fear of the future, fear of growing older, fear of being forgotten, fear of losing what they love. But I am here to tell you, you have nothing to fear. Nothing can separate you from my love. Nothing can take away the blessings I have placed in your life unless you walk away from me. And even then, my mercy reaches out, calling you back. I am a father who never stops seeking his children, never stops loving, never stops guiding. So take courage, lift your head, straighten your shoulders, not because everything in your life is perfect, but because I am with you and my presence is enough. Even now, as you listen to these words, I am pouring peace into the places where anxiety once lived. I am healing wounds you do not speak of. I am restoring hope that has dimmed with time. I am awakening dreams you thought were gone. I am strengthening your spirit with a quiet power that will surprise you in the days ahead. You will find yourself rising with renewed energy, renewed purpose, renewed clarity, not because your circumstances changed, but because you are remembering who walks with you. There is something very important I want you to know. You are not a burden to me. You are not a burden to others. Your existence is a blessing. Your presence carries purpose. Your life still has chapters waiting to be written. You bring joy to me simply by being my child. You delight my heart simply by turning toward me. When you pray, even a short, simple prayer, heaven listens with attention and tenderness. When you worship, even quietly in your heart, angels draw near. When you trust me, even in the smallest way, it pleases me more than you can imagine. So walk with confidence, my child, not in yourself, but in me, for I am your refuge, I am your foundation, I am your peace, I am your helper, I am your everlasting strength, and I will never abandon you. Yet there is something more I must speak about, something deeper, something necessary, something that will protect the blessings I have prepared for you. My next words will guide you, warn you, and strengthen your heart with wisdom. So listen closely, for what I am about to say is important for your journey. And now, my child, because I love you with a love that does not weaken, I must speak to you with honesty and clarity. Encouragement strengthens the heart, but wisdom protects it, and today I give you wisdom wrapped in my tenderness. Do not be afraid of what I will say. I do not speak to frighten you. I speak to guard you, to guide you, to keep you close to the blessings that I have placed before you. For as much as I desire to pour goodness into your life, I cannot bless a heart that closes itself, nor can I protect what you refuse to place in my hands. Listen carefully now, my beloved child, because these next words are important. There are blessings meant for you, yes, for you even now, but certain choices, certain attitudes, certain patterns can cause those blessings to slip away. Not because I want to take them away, but because you cannot hold my blessings while clinging to things that harm your soul. So hear me with gentleness in your heart. I want to keep you safe from the things that steal your peace. I want to shield you from the things that erode your joy. I want to guide you away from the traps that the world sets at your feet. And because you are older and wiser now, you understand better than ever that life has consequences, both seen and unseen. You understand that small choices can open great doors, and other choices can quietly close them. So let me guide you now with the clarity of a father who knows the path ahead. My child, guard your heart from bitterness. You have walked through loss, disappointment, and hurt. There are wounds that still ache even after years. But bitterness is a poison that steals blessing. It does not heal anything. It only hardens the heart. When you hold on to old pain, you make it harder for my peace to flow. You make it harder for my comfort to settle over you. Bitterness builds walls where I long to build healing. Let go, my child. Release them, the ones who hurt you, the ones who misunderstood you, the ones who walked away from you. Not because they were right, not because their actions were justified, but because your heart deserves freedom. Forgiveness is not about approving their actions. Forgiveness is about releasing the weight that has been pulling your spirit down for too long. Guard your spirit from fear. Fear whispers lies about your future. Fear tells you that you are alone when you are not. Fear blinds you to the blessings I am preparing. It steals joy before joy even arrives. My child, you do not need to fear anything. Not the days ahead, not your health, not the changes of life, not the unknown. I am already in your future. I am already preparing the grace you will need. Trust me more than you trust your fears. Guard your thoughts from negativity. There are voices in this world that speak with heaviness, with anger, with hopelessness. If you let those voices fill your soul, they will drain your strength. Instead, focus your thoughts on what is good, what is pure, what is loving, what is true. You are not too old to grow. You are not too old to renew your mind. You are not too old to change how you speak to yourself. Your thoughts shape your days, and I desire your days to be filled with light, not shadows. Guard your mouth from words that do not honor me, not only angry words, though those matter, but also complaining, doubting, speaking hopelessness, speaking discouragement. Your words carry power. Speak life, my child. Speak faith. Speak gratitude. Speak blessing over yourself and those around you. When you speak with love, your spirit strengthens. When you speak with trust, heaven draws near. When you speak with gratitude, blessings flow more freely. And now, let me share something even deeper. Do not neglect my presence. Do not drift away from me. Do not let days pass without speaking to me, without sitting quietly with me, without inviting me into your thoughts, your decisions, your feelings. You do not need a perfect prayer. You do not need the right words. You only need to turn your heart toward me, even for a moment. Because when you neglect my presence, when you stop listening to my voice, when you silence your spirit with busyness or distraction or worry, then the blessings I am sending toward you cannot land. They cannot grow. They cannot take root. It is not punishment. It is simply the nature of the heart. A heart that stays close to me becomes a home for peace. A heart that drifts away becomes vulnerable to loss. My child, I speak this gently. Do not wander from me. Stay close, stay open, stay prayerful, not because I need your prayers, but because you do. There are blessings I long to give you: rest, clarity, protection, spiritual strength, emotional healing, reconciliation, peace in your home, peace in your mind, peace in your heart. But the further you drift from me, the harder it becomes for my blessings to flow. Not because I stop loving you, but because your heart becomes too full of other things: fear, frustration, distraction, regret. And here is the truth you must understand. You will lose my blessings if you ignore my voice. Not because I am angry, not because I desire punishment, but because blessings cannot remain where disobedience grows. Blessings cannot thrive in soil hardened by disbelief. Blessings cannot flourish in a heart closed to my guidance. I am warning you lovingly. as a father who sees what is ahead. Do not let the world pull you away from me. Do not let the enemy steal the peace I have given you. Do not let discouragement consume your days. Do not let pride, anger, regret, or stubbornness keep you from the blessings that are right in front of you. Walk with me, stay with me, listen to me, trust me. My child, there are moments when you feel your heart drifting, when you feel less connected to me, when prayer feels harder, when worship feels distant. That is when you must draw near, not pull away. Because that is the enemy's moment of opportunity. That is when he tries to whisper lies, lies that say you are too old, too tired, too wounded, too forgotten, too insignificant, too far gone. But hear me loud and clear, those lies are not from me. You are not forgotten, you are not insignificant, you are not invisible, you are not too far gone. You are still my child, and the enemy trembles when you pray, even a simple prayer, even a quiet one. So continue walking with me, and when you feel weak, lean on me more. When you feel lost, call my name. When you feel confused, ask for my wisdom. When you feel lonely, sit with me. When you feel discouraged, remember my promises. When you feel tired, rest in my arms. My child, I give you this warning not to burden you, but to protect you. I want your remaining days to be filled with light, not shadow. I want you to finish your journey with strength, not fear. With peace, not regret. With joy, not heaviness. And now, with your heart prepared and your spirit awake, I will give you the final part of this message, a closing filled with power, tenderness, and blessing. A conclusion that will settle into your soul and carry you into tomorrow with hope. My child, let us go now into the final words I have for you. My child, as you continue to walk with me in this final part of our conversation today, let your heart stay open, soft, and ready to receive. You have listened with patience, with sincerity, and with a longing for my presence, and I want you to know that I see that. Nothing about your desire for me is unnoticed. Nothing about your struggle, your pain, or your faithfulness is unseen. You have walked through many years, many memories, many joys, many losses, many moments where you wondered if anyone truly understood what lived inside your heart. And so, as we come into this final movement of my message to you today, I want to gather everything we've spoken about and gently place it into your hands like a gift of truth, of clarity, and of hope that will remain with you long after these words are over. Listen closely, my beloved child. Everything I have told you in the parts before this leads to one simple truth. I want your heart, not your perfection, not your strength, not your performance, your heart. For it is your heart that carries your love, your trust, your fear, your longing, your wounds, your memories, your faith, and your future. It is your heart that speaks to me more loudly than any words ever could. It is your heart that I fight for. It is your heart that I protect. It is your heart that I refuse to lose. And so, as we close this message today, I want to speak directly to your heart in the clearest and simplest way, so that even if everything else fades, this part remains. My child, you are mine. You always have been. You were mine when you were strong, and you were mine when you were fragile. You were mine when you believed deeply, and you were mine when you doubted. You were mine on the days when your soul sang with joy, and you were mine on the nights when you cried quietly so no one would hear. I never left you, not once, not even during the moments when you thought I had turned my face away. Even when you didn't feel me, even when you didn't sense my nearness, even when life pressed so heavily on you that you couldn't lift your eyes, I was right there beside you, holding you, guarding you, and guiding you through every valley. And today, I gently remind you of something I have said again and again throughout your life. Though you may not have recognized it at the time, you were created for me, not for fear, not for worry, not for regret, not for a life spent carrying burdens that your shoulders were never designed to bear. You were created to walk with me, rest in me, and live with a peace the world cannot offer. My child, you sometimes forget how deeply I care for you. You become busy, distracted, overwhelmed, tired, or discouraged, and your heart becomes heavy. And when your heart becomes heavy, you begin to pull away, not because you don't love me, but because the weight of life makes you feel far from me. But hear me clearly, nothing can separate you from my love, not age, not mistakes, not weakness, not fear, not confusion, not your past, not your future, not anything on this earth or in the spiritual realm. You belong to me, and my love for you is not fragile. It cannot be broken. It does not fade. It does not weaken. It does not tire. It is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So, as we bring these words to a close, I want to gather your worries, your fears, your questions, and the weight you feel in your heart, and I want you to place them in my hands, not later, not tomorrow. Now, you do not need to hold everything together. You do not need to be strong for everyone else. You do not need to pretend you are fine when your heart feels tired. You do not need to know the future. Let me hold what you cannot. Let me carry what you shouldn't. Let me take what was never meant to be yours. I am your Father, and I will never turn away from you. I will never scold you for needing me. I will never reject your tears, your doubts, your questions, or your fears. Bring me everything. Bring me your loneliness. Bring me your worries about the people you love. Bring me the memories that still ache quietly inside you. Bring me the days you wish you could relive and the days you wish had never happened. Bring me the things you still do not understand. Bring me the dreams that feel like they slipped through your fingers. Bring me the parts of your heart that still need healing. I am here for all of it. And my child, as you listen to these words, there is something important you must understand. You have not missed my purpose for your life. Even now, at this moment, I am still shaping you, guiding you, and preparing blessings for you. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too broken. You are not forgotten. I still have plans for you, plans full of meaning, full of peace, full of love, full of small but precious miracles that I have designed uniquely for you. But to receive these blessings, you must not let your heart drift away from me. Stay close, stay connected, stay faithful, keep listening, keep trusting, keep returning to me day after day, even in the smallest moments. For when you walk with me, when you choose me, when you listen to my voice, you align yourself with the path where my blessings flow freely. And this is why I speak to you with such love and also with seriousness. Do not skip the moments I call you to. When I speak, listen. When I guide, follow. When I draw you near, do not push me away. For when you stay close to me, blessings rise like the morning sun. But when you turn your heart from me, even for a short while, you close the window through which my blessings flow. I do not say this to frighten you. I say it because I love you. And now, my beloved child, as this message comes to a close, allow my final words to settle deeply into your spirit. You are loved with a love that eternity cannot measure. You are seen with eyes that never look away. You are held by hands that will never let you fall. You are guided by wisdom that never fails. You are protected by a power that no darkness can overcome. You are mine, now and forever. And as you prepare to leave this moment and go back into the rhythm of your day or night, come back to me tomorrow. I have more to tell you. I have more to give you. I have more to reveal. This message is not the end. It is only the beginning. You are not walking alone. You never were. You never will. Come back tomorrow, my child. I will be waiting for you.